By the way, speaking of Star Wars, do we still get into these, everybody? Because I loved these movies when I was a kid. It was Transformers, it was Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and now I have to see all this stuff no matter what.
And it's funny because they made it for you as a kid,
Right?
But you feel still obligated as like 4 times this age.
But
10 times this age.
That's capitalism. That's how they get you. It's not religion, guys. It's capitalism.
Yeah, what's harder, to get out of the church or out of Star Wars? Well, one I'm still in. So it's about Han Solo.
Spoilers.
Yeah, spoiler.
I've not seen it yet.
He survives all the trials and tribulations.
He still exists in the past before.
I think, and I can't explain why, but I was just bored the whole time. However, the new main movie that came out not too long ago, I love.
The Last Jedi.
No, The Force Awakens.
Okay.
With the second Darth Vader.
Okay.
And the
LOL.
second and the female Luke Skywalker.
Adult
that I enjoyed
talking.
a lot.
I've been zoned out. I don't. It's gibberish.
It has been a tough half minute.
Wait, can I?
This too, Jessica, has been like the Han Solo movie to you.
Right.
This is her Han Solo movie.
There's a part in this movie where they're playing poker for the Millennium
Come
Falcon,
on.
right?
Okay, now I'm listening.
Han Solo and Lando Calrissian.
Okay.
Okay. And what's funny to me is in the movie they'll be like, "And you want to play poker for my ship?" And you hear everybody going, "I know what this ship is. Everybody knows what this ship is. It's the ship."
I do not know what the ship is.
Well, you wouldn't have said that, you know. And so they play poker for it.
Goes to a nerd movie that makes fun of all the nerds.
And he makes fun of the not-nerds.
It's just bully shit everywhere. It's like, they finally get a minute in their own theater.
These idiots.
Chewbacca's your name. I'm gonna have to shorten that. And then somebody right by me is like, "It's gonna be to Chewie." No shit, it's gonna be to Chewie.
Why are you enjoying this?
Yeah, because they're lying to themselves and they're trying to make themselves enjoy it. And I don't need that.
Like religion.
Thank you.
And capitalism.
So they're playing poker, and
For money from capitalism.
they have all these gold and shits and different size. Apparently in space you use all different size coins, right? All colors, all shapes.
Also on Earth, pennies, nickels, dimes, and quarters are all different sizes. Please go on.
Something tells me this is a little more flamboyant in color.
Yeah, right. They're a little close here on Earth, R2-D2. All right, so
And when we play poker, we use chips that are all the exact same color.
so they keep throwing in all this money. The pot keeps splashing into other people's money. And I'm like,
It's like the movie's fictional.
I'm like, in no fucking galaxy you play poker
Oh,
like this.
this part's the part that you couldn't suspend your imagination for.
Yeah.
Hey, that Wookiee is moving the money into a different bank account.
But let me ask you something.
What you don't know, and I actually read about this from Star Wars. When they play poker,
Wait, you read about this from Star Wars? I'm happy to hear it. I'm on your side, too.
I like when the sarcasm's especially wordy. It was a Tuesday evening, Keith. Was it, Penda? What was it?
it was a Wednesday. I'm sorry. Okay, so what happens is they're all aliens, so they actually can keep more track than we can. So when they splash,
Yeah.
they are separating it magically in their.
But why do they bother?
Because they can. Because it's not a bother to them. It's a
fun
bother to you.
It's fun to splash.
It's fun to splash.
Maybe they'd
and
be better at poker if they focused more and not worried about, I'll remember you owe me 10 clocks. You know?
It's not a thing to them. I read this at Star Wars.
Got what?
I don't know.
Biz.
.fly.
But what it is, and I understand you're laughing at me, oh, that's the problem you had with space poker. Does that mean everybody in this room can just love everything? And what is that like? That nothing is real, you just love it all.
That's
When a movie's good, let me ask you
That's what I've
something.
been trying to tell you.
When a movie is great, like a Shawshank or a Jurassic Park, when these movies are fantastic,
Yes.
do you enjoy them more and almost die?
Well,
Or do you enjoy them the same because everything's the best?
I choose. I'm going to try to say this in a way that, like Jesus, wouldn't judge.
Right.
But I don't go to movies
To have fun.
that I think I won't enjoy.
I don't either.
I mean, but you just said that you go to these Star Wars ones like you're always hoping. Like you're not enjoying them usually.
I said I love The Force Awakens.
Yes,
That's recent.
that's like four movies ago.
right.
Yeah, and so you've seen 3 movies. You're like, okay, that's one. So the next, this one wasn't good. This one wasn't good. Maybe this one. You've had like the last 2 out of 3 you didn't like, but you're hoping. You're gambling. You're basically playing poker with your own time.
Yes.
And
I don't throw my time into other people's time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Even if you can keep track.
Right. I think it's funny that these movies where you go in the past, there's a lot of female pilots. But then when you go to the movies that we grew up with, apparently they got rid of them all. They didn't trust them.
What?
Yeah.
I understand what he's saying. Here's the thing: is because those movies were made in the
Shh, don't tell Jessica.
actual future. Uh-oh. Never mind.
It's like religion. Just be happy.
Now, you know what I do? I changed my dating profile and I wrote, "Hey guys," and it's a trick because only women see this. And I'm like, "Isn't it interesting, guys, that all the other movies opened at 200 million that had female leads, and Han Solo only made 80 million? Sorry, but I like a female lead. Drip, drip."
I hope they read it that way too.
Yeah.
What's the
Jessica, how else do women talk?
You are so right.
I mean, Southern. They talk with a Southern accent. Is the only.
Yeah.
Keith, what does drip drip mean? Does that mean that you're getting responses?
Yes.
Okay.
Very slow, just like a
It sounds-
drip.
Wouldn't you want the faucet to be
Drip.
exploding?
Well, we want what we want, but we live how we live.
but you have tricked people with that. Did you actually write that on your dating profile? Is this all a lie?
I didn't even see the fucking movie.
This can't be true.
Yeah.
Did you just read about? Okay.
Yeah. I had to read about a lot.
I'm
Chewbacca and the ship and poker.
Did you read about it on Star Wars?
Stop biz. Yeah.
Uncle.
Do you know that when it comes to franchises, Star Wars is the second biggest moneymaker out of all things.
After the Bible.
After Pokemon.
Jaws.
Pokemon.
Why did I think
Jaws?
Jaws was so big up there? I don't know.
There were a lot of them.
That 3D really ruined it, but Jaws 1 and 2.
It was on its
Pokemon.
way.
Pokemon
Not man.
was number 1. Number 3, Harry Potter, then James Bond, then Call of Duty, the video games.
Ugh.
Then Simpsons, then Star Trek.
Then what?
Then I
and the
bowed
City.
out. Then Sex in the City. And then Jaws.
Fine. You were in the top 10.
Yeah. The number 1 movie right now, of course, is Solo, A Star Wars Story. Number 2, Deadpool 2. Number 3, Avengers Infinity War. I like this new world. With me complaining about things, I think that's funny.
KeithAndTheGirl.com.
Thank you so much for listening. Please subscribe, hit the bell so you know anytime a video comes up, and hit like or dislike. Let me do that again. Hit like